All right, so here we go. This is going to be manipulating the images a little bit. To manipulate these images, you can either click up here on this option, which sort of puts the transform controls automatically around whatever object you've selected, or I don't know, I'm a little old, so I just prefer doing it the manual way. And that would mean to press Command T for free transform. So these controls are going to help you change the size and even the perspective of what you're working on. So if you pull from a corner, Photoshop will automatically resize the image for you. And notice that when you pull from the corner, you keep the correct proportions, right? So the original, well, correct is wrong, but the original proportions of your image, right? Now, if you want to change those proportions, you can absolutely do that. Maybe you're feeling very creative and you're ready to alter those proportions. All you have to do is hold down Shift. So, oh, that's my caps lock. Okay, if I hold down Shift, I can change the proportion of my tiger. So now, when I resize, you're seeing that I can actually break the proportion of my tiger. And I might want to do this for any number of reasons because I'm a wild, creative, kooky kind of person, right? Now, okay, so we'll leave that one over there. Okay, cool. When you're done, you just press Enter to apply the transformation, right? I'm going to click here on this tiger. This is our coming from the ethereal realm tiger. I'll press Command T for transform, right? And we've gone over resizing. We've gone over changing the proportions. But if I hold down Command or Control, if you're on a PC, and pull from a corner, then I can actually warp the image. So now, I don't know, he's doing something crazy, y'all. Let's see. Something like that. Okay, great. So there we go. And then I'll go ahead and apply it. So there's any number of creative ways that you can resize and move around your... oh, wait, sorry, there's one more. Sorry, one more thing. When you have your free transform up, if you come outside of it, you'll see that you have the option of like turning things around, right? Okay. So all of those are options for free transform. And if you want to look at more options, I think, where is it? Here we go. Free transform is right here under the edit menu. And also note that if you just click on transform, you have a couple of more options that you can play around with. I think the only ones that I use this for are to flip the image horizontal or vertically. So like if you want to invert the image horizontally or vertically, then you can use these two options to do that. Here, let's look at what that does. You see, well, I don't know if that made sense, but anyway. Okay, great. So that is where those options are. Now, I do want to make a just a quick observation, and that is that we have really only talked about a couple of places where we can locate stuff, right? So first of all, I have my menus up here, and my menus are attached to the top of my screen. They don't follow my Photoshop window around. I also have this area, which is like a little sub-menu, which allows me to make sort of more precise demands of the tools that I am using. And then, of course, I have my tool showcase, which we're going to continue to explore. However, there's all of this stuff over here on the right. So importantly, I want to note the layer panel, and I want to note that every time we copy and paste a piece of this tiger over here onto this blank canvas, we actually create a new layer. So I've deleted some of the first layers, so you see now we've only got 7, 8, and 9. But I want you to look at the way that layers actually interact with stuff, right? So layer 8 is at the bottom, so that means it's last in terms of depth. But if I want it to be at the top, all I have to do is grab it and move it up to the top, and now this guy is at the top. Additionally, once you have like 50 layers, it might be kind of hard. Your composition might be a little bit too complicated to select what you want. So it might be nice to go ahead and be able to select something that is invisible to you so that you can move it around. Right now I have this feature selected. This auto select means that whatever I select, Photoshop automatically switches to the appropriate layer. But sometimes you can't see what you want to select. So what I would do is just turn that off, select the thing I want to move, and then move it. And now, as you see, no matter what I select, I can only move that layer that is selected, right? Okay, awesome. Also maybe important to note is that the eyeball here represents visibility. So you can make certain layers invisible so that you can see things behind them, make adjustments. And then if you click that eyeball again, you can turn the visibility feature back on.